Hello dear students, welcome to Axiometry course. This video is the part of the solution series for IIT JAM 2018. So we are here with this problem 11 of your paper. This problem 11 is a problem of analysis. So let us firstly have a look. Let an is defined like this. Alright, so an is defined piecewise. For an odd it's defined like this, and for an even it's defined like this. Then which one of the following is true? So first option says supremum of an is equal to 3. Second option says not second option, in this option it says infimum of an is 1. Second option says limit inferior of an is equal to limit superior of an is equal to 3 by 2. Third option says supremum of an is equal to 2 and infimum of an is equal to 1. Fourth option says limit inferior is 1 and limit superior is 3. So these are the options that you are given with. Alright, so now let us proceed. So firstly I will define sequence properly. So see, when n is 1, then what is happening? When n is 1, then it's an odd number. So this will follow. So you will get what? 2 plus minus 1 to the power 1 minus 1. So you will get 0. And here you have 1. So 2 plus 1, that's 3. So that's your first term, 3. Now when n is 2, then what is happening? Let us see. So when n is 2, it's an even number. So it will be 1 plus 1 by 4. After this, when n is 3, then what's happening there? You have to use this one. So you will get 3 minus 1, that's 2. 2 by 2 is 1. So you will get 2 minus 1 by 3. Are you getting my point? Now when n is 4, okay, just wait. So when n is 4, you will get 1 plus 1 by 2 to the power 4. Okay. Now when n is 5, then what you will get? You will get 2 plus, see, 5 means 5 minus 1, 4. 4 by 2 is 2. So you will get plus sign, 1 by 5. Alright. So this will go on forever. Now see, on the even counterpart, what you are getting? 1 plus 1 by 4. Then you are getting 1 plus 2 to the power 4. It's actually 2 square. Okay, think it in this way. It's 2 square. Then you are getting 2 to the power 4. That means on the other hand, you will get 1 by, sorry, 1, I should erase. 1 plus 1 by 2 to the power 6. This is what you will get. Alright. So on the even part, what is happening? First term is 1 plus 1 by 2 square. Then you have 1 plus 1 by 2 to the power 4. That means this number which is in the addition part is decreasing. You have 4, then you have 16, then you have, I think, 64. So it's decreasing like this. Alright. So that means you can say that your subsequence of even is decreasing. Alright. And this is the highest term that your even subsequence can get. Now on the odd part, what is happening? You are firstly getting 3. After that, what you are getting? You are getting 2 minus 1 by 3. Alright. So this is 3. Then you are getting 2 minus 1 by 3. Then you are getting 2 plus 1 by 5. So on the next term, what you will get? You will get 2 minus 1 by 7. And what you will get on the next term? You will get 2 plus 1 by 9. So it's like that. In the odd case, you have 3, you have 2 minus 1 by 3, then you have, I will say 2 plus 1 by 5, then you have 2 minus 1 by 7, then you have 2 plus 1 by 9. So finally what you are getting, that the first term in the odd subsequence is the biggest one. After this, what is happening? Either you are subtracting from 2 or you are adding in 2. But you are adding a number which is less than 1 always. So that means that you will never reach 3 after this step. So for odd subsequence, 3 is the biggest number. For even subsequence, you know that it's a decreasing sequence. Okay, even is a decreasing sequence. Let me write even for you. 1 plus 1 by 4, then you have, okay, I should write properly. 1 plus 1 by 2 square, then you have uh, 1 plus 1 by 2 to the power 4, then you have 1 plus 1 by 2 to the power 6, then you will have 1 plus 1 by 2 to the power 8. So this will, so you see it's a decreasing sequence. So this one is the biggest. This one is the biggest for even subsequence. This one is the biggest for odd. Alright, biggest for odd. So that means this will be the biggest for the whole subsequence, because in the even thing you can actually write your whole sequence in the terms of even as well as odd, even and odd. Are you getting my point? And no term will be missing. So you from here what you are getting? You are getting that supremum of the sequence an is actually 3. Are you getting my point or not? Now let us proceed. So in the odd case, now let us try to find out your infimum. Alright, because in the first option you are getting terms like this, infimum and supremum. So see, this is the biggest term for even, this is smaller, this is much smaller, and it keeps on going to decrease. So when n goes to infinity, what you will get? You will get 1 plus 1 by infinity. Okay, when n goes to infinity with the even end I am talking. So you will get 1 here. That means for the even subsequence, 1 is the smallest term. Alright, now let us check for the odd one. When n goes to infinity over here, okay, firstly see this thing. That you have 2 minus 1 by 3, then you have 2 plus 1 by 5, then you have 2 minus 1 by 7. So what do you think, which one is smaller among these three? This number is a smaller. Why? Because you are subtracting 1 by 3 from 2. That's a bigger number. Now this subtraction thing that you are getting will be smaller than this one, the 2 plus 1 by 5 thing. Are you getting my point? Because here you are adding, so it will not be the least one, because in every time you will be adding. So when you are subtracting, that will be the bigger one. But here in this case you are subtracting 1 by 3, and after this you will subtract a number which is less than 1 by 3. So that means for the odd one this is the smallest number. Alright, and for the even one this is the infimum. So that means this number, okay, since this number is bigger than this number, so what you can say? You can say that infimum of an is 1. Are you getting my point? So by just writing your sequence explicitly, and after doing some little bit logic on this, you can easily find out that supremum of an is 3 and infimum of an is 1. I am not proving this formally, but what I am doing here, I am just trying to explain what a common person or a common student can think in exam. Alright, so I am not proving anything mathematically. I am just trying to help you in this way such that you can do the same thing in your exam. So that means A is correct one and all the remaining options are actually false. Okay. That means this one says infimum is this, and okay, sorry, not this one. This one, supremum of n is 2, so this is also incorrect. Now what we have to do here, we have to also find out limit inferior and limit superior in your question, because although they are incorrect, we know that they are incorrect, but for the knowledge purpose what we can do in this video, we can also find out limit inferior and limit superior. All right, so now let me erase this part. Now see, what we have to do, we have to find out limit infimum and limit superior. So I will tell you a note, and that's the very important note that will be used here in order to determine limit superior and limit inferior. Alright, so what is that note? I will tell you. So it says that let us say we have a sequence an. Okay, an is a bounded sequence, all right. And let me say that S is the set of limit points of an. I am considering this set S as the set of limit points of an. Then lim sup of an is actually defined like supremum of S. Alright, and lim inf of an is defined like this, infimum of this set S. Now try to think over this, that what will be the set of limit points for your sequence an. So an is defined piecewise. So firstly what I will do, I will try to find out limit when n is even. So let me consider this thing that n is even. All right. So when n is even. So when n is even, what limit points are you getting? So limit n goes to infinity an. So okay, n is even. So you will get this thing 1 plus 1 by 2 to the power n. So what you will get? You will get 1 as your limit. Alright? That means you got only one limit point in this case. When n is odd, what you will get? Limit n goes to infinity 2 plus minus 1 to the power n minus 1 by 2 by by n. So you will get 2 plus minus 1 by infinity, because this number is going to give you the value only plus 1 or minus 1, but this denominator will give you infinity. So whatever it is, it's going to be 0, therefore it doesn't matter, so you are getting this. So for this sequence you have only two limit points, because what you are doing for the whole sequence can be written as the union of even and odd. That's why I am saying that this sequence can only have two limit points. The first one is 1 and the second one is 2. Alright. So according to this, what should be the supremum of S? It should be 2. And what should be the infimum? It should be 1. So this is how we can evaluate limit superior and limit inferior. Alright. Even though this is not a part of question, because they are asking you this A option first. That means they are asking you this thing, supremum and infimum initially. That means they want you to find out supremum and infimum. Okay. Don't get into options B, C and D. You just have to solve A option and then you will find out A correct. Okay, and it's going to take you less time. So this is how we can prove this question that only A is correct. All right. So thank you.